teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. We stop at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Red Wolves offense comes onto the field for the first time today. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk, and that means one team, which won a conference championship, is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And, Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. Crosses the 35. Tackle made after a big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence, and you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
All it took was one explosive play to move the ball across midfield. First down to the 48. Looking to throw. It's Madsen. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Caught over the middle. It's Dupree.
And the defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up fourth down and 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Makes the grab on the move. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal. And a player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check him out. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Arkansas State, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense gets their first crack now. Kurt, let's check the impact players in this game, guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch. It's Williams. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Looking to throw here. It's an out route. The catch made. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Texas A&M getting set for the 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Finds an open target on the left side. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. 1st down from the 15. The Aggies looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the running back takes the handoff. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. 3rd down out of the shotgun. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? To throw, it's Madsen. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it in the open. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. After the first play, they're very close to midfield already.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Quick throw, testing the middle. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Oh, and now he fumbles the ball. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up and make 1st down yardage. Hold up a second. The coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. Now, looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. The Red Wolves pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. And the defense hold up here on 3rd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short.
Man, that is just incredibly impressive by this defense. And look at them down there. They're incredibly hyped up, and they should be. That's a great goal line stand, 3rd down, and you're able to come up with a tackle for a loss.
So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time. Right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, and this is going to wind up as a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Looking for some space. It's Dupree. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. To throw, it's Madsen. He's running out of time here. And the pass ball is incomplete as time expires in the 1st quarter. And it's Arkansas State on top right now. We reached the end of 1 in this quest to move 1 step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
Back to throw again. The quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. 2nd down after that completion. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pitch made on the left side. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a 1st down, the 17.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this 1st down.
And a nice game there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end. Who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. On the move now. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. A deep shot to the right. And it's picked off over there. What a play.
The quarterback here puts too much air under the football, and the defensive back is able to go up and make a nice play on the interception.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's past the marker and still going. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Dropping back, it's Madsen. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
We'll look to throw it here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. And the Red Wolves will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Lets it go quickly. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking downfield. It's Lagway. That's caught. It's Dickey. Heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous. It's time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
They're going to run it.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
3rd down after that running play. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Well, that's what we call assignment football. by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle. And they've regained the lead.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem up into the net from 50 plus.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
Caught near the sticks. It's Dupree. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
This is why this guy's considered one of the top defensive ends in the entire country. He came in off the edge so quickly there. Look out, because that's exactly what was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get him behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Grab down the middle, it's Dickey. The offense will take their first time out of the half. Let's talk strategy here.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
First and 10 play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Using his legs on the scramble. Makes the first on his own, looking for more now. That's a big hit at the end, but they own a fresh set of downs. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on them. Right now, the defensive coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Pressure is coming. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense picks it up on the run. They bring him down after a short return, but his defense comes up with the takeaway. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. With the catch, it's Dupree. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W.
The Red Wolves will kick this deep to begin the second half. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Important possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Takes off in a bootleg. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
Well, the option keeper here for a big gain for this Texas A&M cornerback. And reminiscent of a guy like Johnny Manziel who could do so much damage when he played for Texas A&M. But they've had others going back to Bucky Richardson and Reggie McNeil. Great history and tradition at College Station with those athletic cornerbacks.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Offense getting set. It's second down. Ball handed off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Third down coming up after that running play. Can he get there on the ground? To the 25. They bring him down, but not before gaining first down yardage to the 22.
These guys didn't let the halftime break slow them down. They continue to dominate the line of scrimmage, give the ball to the back. Nice big positive gain to get things started here in the second half.
Design quarterback line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Been a really solid drive, and now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Looking to pass this time. The pocket breaking down. Slides to avoid the big hit. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a third and long from the 20 now. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. Quick throw to the left. Touchdown, Aggies. They finish off the scoring drive. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver, Kirk, perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
PAT makes it an 8-point game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll bring it out from inside the 10. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. And looking to throw now on first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play. One explosive play has set them up at the opponent's 40. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He makes the grab. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So 2nd down after the incompletion. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle. Picks up the 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Coach deciding to go for the 2-point conversion to tie the score right here.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Arkansas State, 15. Returner goes in.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. To the air. It's Lagway. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Picks up 2nd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a 1st down.
Chris, much like we saw in the 1st half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Quarterback looking to scramble. Comes into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards. Important 2nd down play coming up. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Pass rush closing in. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the Aggies will bring their punt team on the field now. He was hoping that would check up, but the big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Dropping back. It's Manson. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Short completion there. Second down coming up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Close to the tight end. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back. Looking to throw for it on third down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. He's out of bounds after a nice gain, and finally, a spark of life from this offense. And the Red Wolves getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Tight end makes the grab. He made the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30. It looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. He makes the grab.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That completion sets up a second down play. Looking to throw it again. Snags a quick throw. Good enough for first down yardage.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
It's a shotgun run call. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And they jump on top here in the second half. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back. Feeding the ball. Scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Play action here on first down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
To the air, it's Lagway. Finds his target, and it's complete. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And it's Arkansas State on top right now. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Bringing pressure. A deep shot, but he paid for it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
Oh, man, I think the defense was so caught up with their eyes on the quarterback, they completely lose the running back out of the backfield. Nice job by the play caller here of getting the ball out to the running back instead of the receiver for the touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the point after is good, so the lead now is 2 points in the fourth. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13, not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. And the Red Wolves will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Looking to pass, it's Smith. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Oh, man. The offense has got to be careful. They cannot take any more losses because they've already lost their starting quarterback, and now the backup takes a big hit on the sack.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Good enough for the first down to the 37. The Red Wolves are looking to keep this drive going. Using his legs. It's Dupree. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Moves out of the pocket. Will avoid the big hit with the slide.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in the fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Red Wolves. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
What a great call here by the offensive coordinator to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly. And even though you're close to the end zone, you can still throw it and use the timing to your advantage and allow this receiver to be able to walk into the end zone.
He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. On first down, it's play action. He's looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field, so let's check this call. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Here we go, a crucial 3rd and 1 late in this game. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, good push up front here, and this back, I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
That's a design quarterback keeper. He's got room to run. Picks up the first and is still going. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
What a weapon this quarterback is. He can throw the football. We know he can run. But with this kind of speed, he doesn't just take off. He can pick up big chunks of yards like this here.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggie.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. Back to pass. It's Lagway. That's caught. It's Williams. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Handoff taken. Heads off right tackle. End zone ahead. Touchdown. Aggies. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Good, tough running here by the back to give this offense the lead late in the game. You're up by 1. It's a no-brainer. You got to go for 2 to make this a 3-point game.
And the offense will stay out there for a 2-point try, trying to build the lead to 3 points. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he stopped short. The defense makes a play, and now in the 4th quarter, it's still a 1-point game. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They get him down, but he found a good lane in that return. And so the drive starts with pretty decent field position. And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, what a grab! And the game just good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
It comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes for the offense. Step up, make a play. Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Smith. Tries the right with a quick throw. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried the throw that time. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he makes the catch. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. Comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Ford finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11. It comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. A playoff game comes down to this. Tight game, final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Here we go. One of the biggest moments of the game so far. The field goal unit out there for a high-pressure attempt. And this to almost certainly win the football game. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. So in the final seconds, everything comes down to this field goal attempt for the win. It's good! This playoff run continues with a kick for the ages. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Ark St, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.